Hello everyone, we are solving problem number 1310, XOR queries of a subarray. It is a very interesting problem. So let's check out the problem statement. You are given an array ARR of positive integers. Also, you are given an array of queries where queries of I are denoting left comma I and right comma I integers. So for each query I, compute the XOR of elements from left I to right I. So if we are given A, B, C, D and E, and if left is here and right is here, so we have to compute XOR of this much array. Okay, XOR, right? So we have to do it for each query, and okay, that's it. So what we can do here, if we think about brute force, it is simple. So we will run two loops, and outer loop will traverse in queries array, and we will pick those indices, and in each iteration we will travel in our array with the second loop, and we will calculate XOR for each query, but it will cost time complexity of n square, which is not good. So can we do better than that? Yes, as we have given XOR operator, so we can use property of XOR to solve this problem optimally. So let's check out how we can solve it. So let's take this example only, and let's say our I is here. I will change the color. So let's say, okay, so let's say I is here and J is here. Okay, so we want to find XOR of this much array, this box. Okay, so property, I will just write down property of a XOR. So property of a XOR is any okay, x XOR x is always 0. Okay, so we are going to use this property. I will write down it better. Okay, so x XOR with x is always equal to 0. This is not z, it is equal to sign. Okay, so what we can do, okay, so all right, so we have studied concept of prefix sum. So what we do is we store sum of array till that index in a separate array to access that sum in O upon time complexity for later use. So I will just explain prefix sum example here. So if this is an or array, so our prefix sum is for till index 1 we have 1, then till first index we have 1 plus 3 4, then till next index we have 4 plus 4 8, that is 1 plus 3 plus 4, and in till last index we have sum of all elements, which is 16, right? So can we use this method similarly here? Definitely yes. As so okay, yeah, so let's say we know XOR of A to D, and we want to find XOR of B, XOR C, XOR D. So can't we do XOR of A, XOR B, XOR C, XOR D, XOR A? Okay, so it might be sound confusing, so we will just write down its expansion. So what I'm trying to say, I will just change the pen. Okay, so if we will take XOR till these elements, and we will just XOR the elements which we don't want to include, that is this. So let's say for A, B, C, D we have A XOR B, XOR C, XOR D. So if we want to find XOR of B to D, then we can simply just XOR them with A. So if we XOR with A will get cancelled, and we will just get B, B XOR C XOR D. So what it means, we can store XORs of array till that index, and then we can use it as a prefix sum. So we will take one more example. So I will just remove it. Okay, so now let's say we want our I is here and j is here. Okay, so for that we need XOR of all the elements and XOR of this much elements. So how it will work, let's take out. So XOR of all elements is what? A, XOR B, XOR C, XOR D, XOR E, right? And if we XOR the elements which we don't want to include, so it will be XOR A, XOR B. So A and A are similar, and property of XOR is A XOR A is always 0. So we can just cancel them out. I will just in different pen. Okay, so we will cancel this A out, we will cancel this B out. So what we get? C XOR D XOR E. So similarly we will get answer for any query by storing XORs of array till that index. So I will just implement this code and I will explain it to you again. So for that what we are going to do, we are going to need one array. So let's declare it and let's call it prefix XOR new int, and let's say int line is equal to arr dot length, right? So what we are going to do, let's take one variable, let's say XOR, okay, and initialize it with 0, and we'll run a for loop till length, and we will XOR all the elements like this array of I. So array of I, okay, it is equal to XOR array of I, right? And now we will just store this in our XOR. Okay, so prefix XOR of I is equal to XOR, right? So now for the second part we have to calculate for all queries. So we will just simply run a loop till queries dot length, as we want to find answer for all the queries. So we are going to need one answer array. Answer is equal to new answer of queries dot length size. Okay, as we have that much queries. So in each query we will just separate out left and right. Left is queries of I of 0 and right is queries of I 1, right? So what we will do is answer of I is going to be prefix XOR of right, and we will just XOR prefix XOR of L minus 1. But for that we need to check our L should not be equal to 0, as this index will go till minus 1. So we will just put one condition, L greater than equal to 0, then we will take this XOR, else we will just XOR that element with 0, right? And this is it. Let's just return answer array. So let's try to run this code. Answer, okay, it should be int. It should be greater than 0, my bad. It's working. Let's try to submit it and we will go through this once again. Okay, and it's 100% faster. So I will explain it here once again. Okay, so initially we have, let's say, 5 elements and we want to find XOR from this index till this index, right? So what we have done is we have made one separate XOR array right? And what this XOR array is storing is, so it is storing XOR of elements from 0th index till that index. So in the first place it is storing A, then in the second index it is storing A XOR B, then in the third place it is storing A XOR B XOR C till the last index, right? And what we want to find, we want to find from 0th index till j index, but we don't need the I minus all the indexes from before I, right? So we just want to include I to j. So what we can do, so if we XOR this 0 to j, I'll just change the color once again. So let's say, okay, so for find, if we XOR this much area with the all the indices which are which we don't want to include before our ith index, this much area, so what we will get, so I will just expand it here. So we have A XOR B XOR C XOR D, and we are taking XOR of previous elements, so let's say it is A. So what it will do, it will just remove A, as A XOR A is always 0, and just we will get B XOR C XOR D, which is we want to store. So and this answer is stored in our area, in our array as till jth index we have stored A's or B's or C's or D, and in the first index we have stored XOR of A. So we will just do prefix of J XOR prefix of I minus 1, right? This is what we are doing. So here you can see we have made one prefix or array where we have stored XOR of all the elements till that index for entire array. Then we have made one answer array which we have to return, where we are going to store answer for each query. And for each query what we have done, we have picked left index and right index from its 0th and first index. And what we have done is we have XORed all the elements till R, XOR all the elements till L minus 1, right, which we don't want to include. So all the elements from 0 to L minus 1 are getting cancelled as we are uh, taking XOR once again, so they are just getting cancelled like this. So I hope you get this question. This is very important application of XOR operator. So thank you.